I will tell you this, that I am running for the United States Senate, and I am here tonight for the same reason that each and every one of you are here. That is because we are in a battle for the heart and soul of our country, and now is the time to fight. It was mentioned earlier that Marco Rubio and I served together in the Florida House of Representatives. Actually, back in 2007, when I was representing a district from Palm Beach and parts of Broward County, Marco Rubio selected me to serve as the majority leader of the Florida House of Representatives. And it was at that time when we were advancing and pursuing a conservative agenda for the state of Florida. And we weren't just battling against the Democrats in Tallahassee. Many of you also recall that we were also at the time battling against a moderate Republican governor who is trying to drive the Republican Party to the middle, saying that the best way for the Republicans to beat the Democrats was to join them, that we needed more bipartisanship and we needed more moderation in the Republican Party. And it was even back then that I was saying Republicans don't need to be less partisan, Republicans need to be more principled. And that's what we need even more so today in Washington, D.C. And I think when I come into a room like this, and I have to tell you, you're not alone. There are rooms like this all over the state of Florida and all over the country where people are gathering. I've got a message for anybody who says that the Tea Party movement and all of the people that took to arms in 2010 and said, we are going to make a difference in the future of our country. I have a message for people that say that this movement is going away. The American people are awake, they are more engaged, they are more educated than ever before, and each and every one of you in this room is doing what is necessary to take our country back in the right direction. And so I say thank you to each and every one of you. Now, Marco Rubio, the story that every single one of you in this room now knows, that 2010 election when America woke up, when Marco Rubio told his story about being the son of Cuban exiles who came to this country as immigrants because they lost their own country. And why the 2010 election was so important to now Senator Rubio was because he was afraid, just like I am today, just like each and every one of you are, that we are on the verge of losing our country. And while I can't tell you that I am the son of immigrants from a foreign country, I can tell you that I'm the son of two liberal Jewish Democrats who was born in Brooklyn, New York. And so that's kind of like being from a foreign country. And I moved to Palm Beach County when I was 7 years old, certainly no bastion of conservatism. People ask all the time, how is it possible that you are a pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, strongly pro-Israel Republican? And I remind them that I'm 41 years old. And I grew up during a very special time in this country. I came of age politically during a very special time when Ronald Reagan was president. We remember the late 1970s when this country was in that malaise. We weren't just having an economic crisis. We also had a national security crisis and a weakening on the global stage, very similar to what we're seeing again today. But it was because of that one man, that one person, Ronald Reagan, who embodied that can-do American spirit, who believed and made America believe that our nation is safer when we are stronger. And more importantly, that there was a moral clarity in this country at that time that we are so much in need of today. So I've taken that same message for the entire amount of my adult life. I've been a conservative Republican. I've been proud of it even when it wasn't popular, especially in Boca Raton, Florida. So I understand, despite all of the influences, my family, my community, in spite of all those influences, I've been able to stand up for the things that I believe in, the things that each and every one of you in this room tonight are fighting for. Because we understand that our economic prosperity, our strong national security, our foundational Judeo-Christian principles are all interwoven and connected. That we can find that same resurgence that we saw under the presidency of Ronald Reagan if we're willing to do the difficult things. And so I would tell you, as I thought about it this weekend, and I know many of you celebrated as well and thought about what makes America special and why this is such a great country. At the same time I thought of that, I started to realize that in spite of our greatness, in spite of the things that make us unique and make us special, America is not too big to fail. The reality is that the challenges that we're facing today as a country weren't just the fault of the Democrats. Republicans share in the blame for the problems that we have today. And what's worse is that we're doing it to ourselves. Abraham Lincoln once reminded us, said, America is too strong to be destroyed by outside forces. But if we fail, it will be because we falter from within. So we're doing it to ourselves right now. We are spending money we don't have, and we are bankrupting our country fiscally and morally. Now, I'm proud to tell you that I am the first candidate in the entire country that signed what's called the Cut, Cap, and Balance Pledge. It sounds like most of you know what it is, because it says very simply, do not raise the debt ceiling unless we cut trillions in spending, unless we put caps on future spending, and until we pass a balanced budget amendment with teeth to the United States Constitution. I have to tell you this also, and this might not be politically popular with some, but I have to tell you that I am proud that I am the only Republican in the race for United States Senate that from the very beginning fully embraced the Paul Ryan budget plan. And it's because my only criticism of the Ryan plan is that it doesn't go far enough, fast enough to get us back on a path of fiscal stability. Now, anyone who tells you that we can wait 25 years to fix Medicare, or that we can balance our budget without reforming entitlements, is just simply not being honest with you. The politics as usual and the status quo in Washington.